All right. Welcome back. It's Texas time. Of course he is. On the pole today is Trevor Bayne. Kurt Busch on his outside. Row 2 is going to be Carl Edwards and Bobby Labonte. Then Juan Pablo Montoya and David Gilliland. Kyle Busch and Paul Menard round out the 4th row. And Regan Smith and Mark Martin, they're going to round out the top 10. I'm going to take you further back through the entire field here as we talk about this Texas Motor Speedway. You can see may not look like what we're used to. This track got reconfigured. Cars have been running well in testing. Hopefully, this is finally the right configuration for this racetrack. I think many people know Texas as the weak link of most stock car schedules. It's usually just not very good. But hopefully this can change that. Look at that. The entire field, I believe, is starting today. Yep. The whole freaking field. It's been a while since we saw the full 42 car field. J.J. Haley in particular has only started about half the races so far this season. Of course, he's starting last. Poor man. Let's look at Trevor Bayne, though. Here's our pole sitter yet again. And honestly, I'm not really surprised. If we look at the stat card, he has the most poles this season with 3. 2 of them belong to Kurt Busch. Let's see where things go today. This is his 4th pole of the season. So Trevor Bayne's got some speed. Can he just put it together to a win? Of course, if we look at the schedule, if you look at the schedule page, at Daytona, he got caught up in a wreck and couldn't quite make it to the win. Carl Edwards, unfortunately, lost out to Joey Logano in that race. David Gilliland then won against Kyle Busch in the Bermuda Triangle after every other driver got stuck on pit road. J.J. Haley beat Carl Edwards in Atlanta after Trevor Bayne gets caught up in a wreck. And Carl Edwards got 2 wins in a row. One, a couple days ago in Bristol. And in Darlington, beating out Trevor Bayne after Trevor Bayne had to pit on the last lap. So, given all that, can Trevor Bayne finally put a win together today? We'll see. Kurt Busch also has the second most. These are the only 2 pole sitters we've had all year. So, can either of these 2 win, or will Carl Edwards maybe pull out a 3-peat? It's entirely possible. Look, relationships are hard, man. I was just told that she hasn't had any water or food at all the entirety of today. Anyway, let's skip forward to our start sequence. End stage 1, lap 24. End stage 2, lap 54. 87 lap race today here in Texas. Here they go off pit road. Bobby Labonte, I mean, look, man. Bobby Labonte is an interesting case because he's quite the, to put it respectfully as I can, he's quite the old guy. The fact that he's still qualifying this well in a single car team that doesn't even have the, best funding for the best equipment, it just goes to show what this guy is actually capable of, Bobby Labonte is an incredibly talented race car driver. So we'll see. They're gonna come into turn 4 here. Labonte's like my inspiration. He's so talented, even for his age. He's quite the old guy. But as the pace car heads onto pit road, the green flag flies in Texas. Here we go. Feels good to be back on a proper track after the nightmare that was the Bristol week. I wanted to get that over with as quick as possible. Trevor Bayne, great start off the line. There's Bobby Labonte, though, on his inside with a push from Gilliland. He's going to go down the inside already, seeing a fight for the lead. I think that inside's going to be strong early on, but as the race progresses, we're going to see a bit of dominance more on the outside. Already Trevor Bayne trying to make use of that outside. His tires wear down. The preferred line is going to shift up the racetrack. And, yeah. So Trevor Bayne. And caution is out. What do we mean? What happened? Oh, Kevin Harvick, what happened to you, man? What happened to Kevin Harvick? Let's look here. Oh, Ambrose turned the 9 hard. What happened? He just slid up into him. Misjudged the corner entry. Hard impact for Kevin Harvick. That brings out the first caution of the day. Here they all come down pit road. As Dale Jr. stays out. He's going to take the lead. I think everyone else is headed down pit road except for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Let's see the stop for Bobby Labonte. Is it going to be fast enough to keep him in the lead? Trevor Bayne! No! Trevor Bayne has a very fast stop. Trevor Bayne gets out ahead of Bobby Labonte. He has a very quick stop. Carl Edwards seems to be having a slower stop. He's going to lose a lot of track position. But he's looking to make it up on Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, and others. His Roush teammates. Look at these guys. They're all settling into their spots where they're being told by their spotters to go. Hey, look at this. Jeff Gordon now in front of the 71, Andy Lally. Look at this. The 29, as repaired as he could possibly get, but he doesn't have a rear bumper. Look, man. It's just unfortunate for Kevin Harvick. I like this guy, man. Richard Childress 29 car. I mean, I'm real fond of Kevin Harvick. Doesn't race in the Cup Series, even though he's definitely got the talent, just not the car. Richard Childress definitely isn't what it once was. Look at Jeff Burton, and then you see Clint Boyer in 33. So, it's really a mixed batch. None of the Richard Childress cars currently are even cracking the top 20, except for Clint Boyer in 20th place. Look at that. Gilliland also lost spots on pit road. A lot of our front runners lost spots on pit road. It's a very tight pit road here. If we look on pit road, you can just see how slim that road is. You look at this. It's a very slim road. So, I mean, yeah. 2 lanes wide across. It's barely wider than the pit stalls, really. If I'm being honest. But, here we go. Just 1 lap to green here in Texas. The lights for the caution are out. It is lights out in Texas. Here in Fort Worth, in the DFW area. A lot of fans out here today. If we look, we've got stands on both sides of the track, so, and they're both full to the brim. Look at that. Look at this. Look at all these fans in attendance. As they're now side by side, Dale Jr. in the lead, the number 88 for Hendrick Motorsports. And as the pace car is going to make a hard left onto pit road. Oh. Visual bug. Yay. As the pace car makes that hard left onto pit road, Dale Jr. and Trevor Bagan are going to lead us back to the green flag in Texas. Here we go. Trevor Bain, a great start. Labonte thought he could hold on to it, but unfortunately that wreck with Kevin Harvick just didn't allow for that, really. We're going to keep this camera out here for just a bit. You see a 3-wide battle further back. Look at that. Rudiman in the middle of it. Gilliland on the outside. We're going to keep an eye on these guys in the back for a bit. Look at Carl Edwards already making his way out past a couple of his teammates. Now on the inside of Jimmy Johnson. Look at him moving through that field. Just absolutely flying. And there's another caution. There we go. Spin number 2. That's a big one. Unbelievable. Many cars collected in this. Oh no. And Kurt Busch is in it. Carl Edwards. Oh no. Oh my god. That's a big crash. Oh, and is that Kyle Busch? He blows up. Unbelievable. What is happening? So where did the wreck start? I'm gonna look here. Yeah, I'm gonna look here with Jamie McMurray. Looked like it started somewhere up here with him. No, Dale Jr. got in the wall. Oh no. And just that took out a lot of this field. Oh my god. Matt Kenseth all up in it. Saw Carl Edwards hit the 22. If we look back, wasn't a big hit, but it was a hit for sure. Yeah, Edwards is going to go through repairs on pit road. I will be baffled if Carl Edwards can come to the third win. I think it's a Trevor Bayne win day. But yeah, Junior just got up a bit too. You can see he started almost sliding, got up in the wall, hit the 22, the 43, the 43, up in the wall with the 20, takes the 22 with him. And so I think those guys on the top could have survived had the 22 not come up on them. You know, that Paul Menard, Montoya, Tony Stewart, and Mark Martin culmination with Terry Labonte. But yeah, look. Carl Edwards. Oh, Carl Edwards is already in it. Man. Look at this. Carl Edwards. Yeah, this backstretch, this, you know, Texas is a track lacking a lot of space, so I mean, it's really tough to avoid wrecks like that. It's sort of like an Atlanta situation where when a wreck comes out, you don't have much place to go, so you just kind of have to hit the brakes and hope you don't hit anyone. But Denny Hamlin, your current leader, staying off of pit road, but we can visibly see he's a bit damaged. So if we look at his front bumper, it's very bent. Look, compare it to Ryan Newman here in second place. So, we look back. Where's Trevor Bayne? My God. Yeah, there he is. I think these guys ahead of him are a little slower, especially Ryan Newman and Denny Hamlin. I mean, they're back the midfield usually. A lot of leaders in the back of the field. We can see already, unless the 11's lapped, if the 11 is not lapped, then that means Ryan Newman is currently leading at Texas. But the 18 had an engine failure. The 22, 24, Bill Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Stevie Wallace, and Matt Kenseth all retire from this accident, leaving just 35 cars left in contention. Look at this. Already, we've lost just about 7 cars. Look at that. Denny Hamlin is a lapped car, so he's going to head to the back of the field. If these guys try to find their way around him. There they go. They're going to go down the inside. There's not any more lapped cars on the field, though, so should be good for now. See, unlike Bristol, these guys have got time to go around the lapped cars, and it doesn't result in, you know, issues like we've had. Bristol had more lapped cars and way less track space. So we'll see, but Ryan Newman and Mark Martin currently make out the front row. But I think Ryan Newman's going to fall back pretty quickly. against, you know, the 34 and the 47 and the 21. See, the 29 somehow got back up into it. The 78, definitely a contender. Think he'll crack a win or two maybe this season, maybe 3. I want to see Carl Edwards joust his way back up through the field as they bring us back to the green flag, Mark Martin and Ryan Newman. Oh, look at that Denny Hamlin car. He's going to be real slow. Look at that. I think he might just need to take it to the garage. He might just need to park it, because look at that. Anyway, Ryan Newman. Mark Martin keeping fierce onto Ryan Newman, but Newman with the push from a car whose font makes him look like his teammate, but really that SHR 39 is getting pushed by the 33 of Richard Childress, Clint Boyer. Look at this. This is really good. This is great here, folks. Let's look at Carl Edwards. Is he gonna... He got some repairs. Maybe it's enough for him to at least get up into a top 20 position. Because right now, well, 28th place isn't great. Ooh, look, Trevor Bayne is going to head for the lead against Clint Boyer. Look at Newman and Mark Martin. They're already falling back. There goes Trevor Bayne. That's Regan Smith looking to go on the inside of David Reagan. And another caution is out. Oh my god, these guys. Kevin Harvick in it again with Joe Nemechek, Tony Stewart, and Carl Edwards. Unbelievable. What happened this time? So here the green flag was still out. Oh my god. Oh, a hard hit for Casey Kane as well. Oh my god. If we look, the 4 got into the 29 that went 3 wide there. And just... oh, man. Hard hits. When we look at the 4 of Casey... Look at the 29 into the wall there. Hard in the wall. Then Edwards hard in the wall. Kane hard in the wall. And 29 almost flipped. There's Joe Nemechek in part of this. Just mayhem here out on the racetrack. Edwards. Oh, man. Oh, and J.J. Yaley's even in this. Bit of Travis Kvapil and Dale Jr. involved in this crash, almost. I really don't like to see when that stuff happens. I mean, that stuff truly sucks to see. But A.J. Allmendinger gets off of pit road first with Regan Smith right on his behind. Then's David Reagan. And then Trevor Bayne. Bobby Labonte and Terry Labonte. Robbie Gordon, David Gilliland, David Runeman, Greg Biffle, Andy Lally, Clint Boyer, Paul Menard, Ryan Newman, Marcos Ambrose, Dave Blaney, and oh, we're hearing the red flags out for repairs of the wall, so we'll see. What? Where are you going? Edwards. Okay, we're back. Kvapel and Dale. My apologies. Red flag is lifted. The wall has went through repairs. Retirements now consist of Carl Edwards, Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Joe Nemechek, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, Bill Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Stevie Wallace, and Matt Kenseth. It's a rough day here in Texas. These drivers are showing no mercy. Ow. I just stubbed my toe. That hurt. Ow. We're good, we're good. So who is the fastest lap right now? It's Bobby Labonte with a 26.384. Every green flag is sponsored by Sunoco. Not actually. As lapped cars are about to be sent to the back. Don't know how, but Hamlin got up ahead some cars. They're going to get ahead of him now. Allmendinger and Smith are going to be the front row for this restart. Here they go. They're going to be double file. This race is a lot more like what we'd expect from HAZCAR compared to some races. Anyway, as we wait for the Sunoco green flag to come out, the pace car makes a hard left onto pit road as they head towards that restart zone. Regan Smith and AJ Allmendinger lead us back to the green flag. Regan Smith, a great start. Looked like Trevor Baynes trying to get around AJ Allmendinger, but Bobby Labonte is on his inside. So that's, I feel like, the real fight for second place there. As Allmendinger's going to fall back real quick. Looking a bit further back in the field, look at that, they're 3 wide there. I wouldn't trust that. Waltrip gets out of it. Here they go. Seeing a lot of moves being made here in Texas. Is that Denny Hamlin? Oh my god. Denny Hamlin can't even break 160. These guys are pushing 200. Denny Hamlin's going to get lapped badly and quickly. That's funny. Here we go. 1 lap to go in stage 1. Regan Smith looks like he's got it locked out. Here comes Trevor Bayne, finally past AJ Allmendinger. Looks like Bobby Labonte is going to be the only one to challenge Smith for the win. But as they come off into turn 3 and off of turn 4, it looks like Regan Smith is going to do it. As he laps Denny Hamlin, Regan Smith wins stage 1. In Texas. I think Denny Hamlin just needs to take it to the garage, man. Also, this is unrelated, but I just got a message on my WhatsApp from a Nigerian number. And the account joined. It's a quote-unquote business account that joined in the last month. The name is Jennifer Sandra, and the profile picture is definitely not Nigerian. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna delete it. Delete chat. Okay. My apologies for that unneeded nonsense. But, you know, stuff happens. Regan Smith is off pit road first with David Reagan just behind. Don't know why Smith is slowing up. I think Hamlin's gonna take his way down pit road. Of course, as a lapped car, you're only allowed to go down pit road after the leaders have gone down. So the lap post-lead pitters. There he goes down pit road. Let's look at Hamlin, see how much time he spends on pit road. He's of course looking for repairs, but you might just have to take it again to the garage, park it. I don't think it's worth it, me personally, for Hamlin. There we go, he's off of pit road. He came only for repairs, no tires, no fuel. Only to make his car that much faster. Maybe he might have fueled up, but I know he didn't come for tires. Still does not feel like he's getting the speed he wants out of that thing, though. So yeah, that's gotta hurt. you're Regan Smith, one lap to green now. But I mean, if you're Regan Smith, it's clear as day where you want to, like, it's just, there's only one way to go. It's forward. Clear open racetrack ahead of you. Always what you want to see. It's always the greatest thing to see out of your windshield. It's just open track ahead of you, unless you're a lapped car. Then that means you're slow. So if you're Denny Hamlin, the field leaves you behind, and then it looks like there's open track in front of you. Not quite where you want to be, but I mean, his car's looking in a lot better condition. Maybe it didn't sound like he was getting the speed he wanted, but who knows? Maybe Hamlin is slowly having his car pieced back together. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes with that 11 crew. So, as we head back to the green flag, David Reagan gets a great start on Regan Smith, but Smith just has the overall speed. That's 78 for Furniture Row. And, yeah, Labonte. Labonte now on his inside. He wants to really get him. He's gonna do it, I mean. I think this is the stage. We're gonna see the most balanced racing. Maybe a caution. Maybe one caution in the middle, but overall there's gonna be good racing throughout the field. Look at Montoya. Damaged, but you know what? He's not giving up. He's still staying in that top 20 right there. He's in 15th right now. Oh, no! Big crash. Montoya, McMurray, the 16, Jimmy Johnson's in it. Brian Vickers, Kvapil. Who was that? Montoya again. Oh, no. And back to the line, it's going to be Bobby Labonte, but oh my days, that was an aggressive crash. Looks like Jamie McMurray got turned. Let's look back at that crash. No, the 48 blew up. The 48 loses his engine right here. Immediately tries to slow down. Doesn't see the one behind him. That turns him. Hard hit for him on the driver's side door. And then just havoc. Absolute havoc. 38's all in it. Ugh. Told you there'd be a caution. Didn't expect it to be like that. Let's watch that back at full speed. 'Cause that was mean. Look at this. Look at the hood view of the one. You don't expect the 48 to slow down like that. Oh man. Yeah, the one's definitely out. As for the 42, the 42 for Chip Ganassi. Look at this. This is an even harder hit for him. Ooh! 16. Also another hard hit for him. Hard hits for everyone, really. We look further at the 83 Brian Vickers. And even Johnson didn't get out clean. Even Jimmy Johnson didn't get out clean. Yep. He was done. His day was done anyway, but that sucks to see. So the 9 is out, the 88 is out, the 36 is out. The 1 is out, the 42 is out, the 38 a lap down, the 48 out. The 83 out, the 11 2 laps down. The 99 out, 14 out. Kevin Harvick out, Joe Nemechek out, Kyle Busch out, Kurt Busch out. Jeff Gordon out, Bill Elliott out, Brad Keselowski out, Stevie Wallace out, Matt Kenseth out. It's just baffling to me that the 9 car is about to get 13 points and he's not even going to finish the race. There are 12 points without even finishing the race. That's how many cars have wrecked out in this. Well, I think we saw our thrilling wreck for the stage. And now that just leaves us with 24 cars still driving. I'd say 20 of them, maybe 15 of them are still viable for a win. Really, it's between Bobby Labonte and Carl Edwards right now. Gilliland's too far back. Smith lost on pit road. Edwards is out. So unless the 21 and the 47 get wrecked, it's really over. I mean, one of these two are gonna win the race. They're definitely gonna take home a stage. One of them is definitely gonna take home this stage. It's a matter of who gets the race win. Man, that's an unfortunate crash for all those guys. Look at this. Juan Pablo Montoya out. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is out. Fan favorites: Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Brian Vickers, Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, Brad Keselowski, Matt Kenseth. All of these names, all of these fan favorites are out of the race. Best we got is Trevor Bayne, Bobby Labonte, and Mark Martin. Speaking of Mark Martin, him and David Reagan are currently on the front row. Which means that here they go to the green flag. Reagan faster than Martin. Cuts him off, shuts the door on him right away. Here they go, but I'm looking at Trevor Bayne. He's going to push Michael Waltrip up ahead. He's got the 43 behind him. They've got a bit of a three-car tandem going. There we go. The 21 now gets past Michael Waltrip. Now he has to sit behind David Rudiman. And this just gives Bobby Labonte time on the outside to really go for it. I mean, you can tell now we're not going to see a wreck unless it has to do with lapped traffic, which we may see very soon. Actually, no, these guys, yeah, see, look, they're back up to at least decent speed for lapped traffic. So Hamlin's pushing 190 now instead of 160. So now Trevor Bayne looks like he's finally going to get past Mark Martin, maybe on the front stretch. Yep, there he goes, on the inside. On the inside now. And Trevor Bayne is in the lead. Trevor Bayne may be our dominator for today. There's Gilliland and Regan Smith back up in it. Yeah, these slow guys, with all this room on track, everybody's just getting by them. I can't believe 24 cars left, driving 21 on the lead lap, with the 46 being the last one on the lead. And of course, that's JJ Ailey. The 4 Casey Kane and the 31 Jeff Burton all involved. Look at how many people have been involved in accidents and crashes. I mean, that one big crash we had earlier on in stage 1, that was really something. That got a lot of cars in, some of which I didn't even catch. So there's Bobby Labonte past David Reagan and AJ Allmendinger. Now it's just a matter of, can he catch Trevor Bayne? There's Greg Biffle coming off of pit road. Hopefully these guys can go around him. Hopefully they don't crash. Is he heading back down pits? He's heading back down into the pits. Here he comes. Wow. Big runs for the 47. Guess the draft here in Texas, it's not quite a super speedway, but it's definitely up there with this new configuration. I mean, look at them. They're pushing over 200 on the straightaways. There's definitely something to be said about how the draft impacts the way these cars drive. There's a caution out. Who crashed? Who's the caution out for? Why is there yellow? Whoa, 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 whoa. Look, here there was the green flag. And then the caution comes out. Why the caution? Is it because of Greg Biffle on track? No, it can't have been. Yellow came out right around here. Let's look. Greg Biffle is already on pit road when the caution came out. It can't have been for him. I don't know what the reason for this caution is. There is no one crashing. I didn't throw it. This is no race manipulation for entertainment's sake. I actually didn't do anything this time. I don't actually know what it's for. There's no storyline or anything that I made up. There's just nothing. Why are we... First of all, why are these two taking so long on pit road? Why is the caution out? Anyways, Regan Smith, once again, fastest on pit road. I have no idea what's going on in this race. That is a complete ghost caution. A complete ghost caution. I really, wow. What was the reason behind this caution? Was it maybe like a real debris caution? I don't know, NR2003 has those. Either way, might make for a more entertaining finish to the stage. Maybe a surprise winner, because I don't think Bayne or Labonte's coming back from, what is this, 20th and 16th, unless they can make a crazy mad dash in less than 10 laps. I want to say it's possible, but I mean, we're going to have what? 6 to go with the restart? Somewhere between 6 and 8 to go. Maybe 6 and 7. 6, 7. I'm sorry. Please let me leave. I want to see my family again. No, of course I'm joking. It's all satire, but yeah, just never let me say that again. But yeah. Yep, one more to green, which means it's going to be math, 8 to go restart. Greg Biffle, dude, just park it. Look at how small the field's gotten. And green flag back out in Texas. Greg Biffle now the slowest car on track. Smith is faster than Reagan, we know that. 8 to go in the stage. As Michael Waltrip poses a threat to the 78's lead. Never mind. Oh, wait. Never mind. There goes the 78. Far ahead. 15 just doesn't have that speed. They're 3 wide. All gridded up like that. I think Gilliland might have a chance for the stage, but definitely not Bain and definitely not Labonte. But I think it's just gonna be Regan Smith here. The dude's a fast car, fast driver. Unless David Reagan can put some sort of masterclass here together, he's only losing time on the 78. There's the 34 though. Up in 5th, excuse me. Looking to pose a threat to David Reagan's fellow Regan Smith's lead here. Yeah. David Reagan only losing time on the 78. I think it's a done deal for stage 2. Regan Smith may come to the stage win here. 2 stage wins for Regan Smith is gonna do him really well in the points. Yeah, these two just had no chance. Stuck behind all these slow cars. There was just no chance. Labonte's gonna have to slip behind Trevor Bayne here. So we're still green. Logano slips high. Lets Bayne and Labonte by. Is Clint Boyer gonna do the same? No. Clint Boyer defends his position. He wants every point possible. But Trevor Bayne, of course, the faster car is just gonna slip right by him. Now just 3 to go in the stage, and I don't believe my eyes. It may actually happen. David Gilliland may catch Regan Smith. and get himself a stage win here. Gilliland is already high up in the points, though, so he's already, secured into the playoffs. That's just 2 to go here in Texas. I think Smith's got it down. Regan Smith, although in the playoff bubble, he's right on the cut line. He's in 12th place in the standings. So these 2 stage wins and a potential race win will do him wonders here in Texas. 1 to go here in stage number 2. There's Gilliland on the inside to get a 2nd place in the stage. Look at these 2 behind Robbie Gordon. They have fought their way up hard in the ranks, putting their race rivalry aside and just going for stage points. As they come off of turn 4, Regan Smith wins stage 2 in the I Do But I Won't 400. As Greg Biffle goes down pit road yet again. Don't know what he's doing. Here we go now. Everybody seems to be coming down pit road, regardless of who you are. There's JJ Yaley. JJ scored an absolute hell of a shot of a win in Atlanta. Here they come down pit road. Look at Regan Smith's pit stall. Trevor Bayne off of pit road real quick. Bobby Labonte seems to have a hold up. Gilliland, though, right up against Trevor Bayne. He's going to serve as his own threat. Regan Smith, although he did great, in the first 2 stages, right place, right time. When you've got Trevor Bayne and David Gilliland up your bumper right now, right this close, your lead's not gonna last. Especially Trevor Bayne. He's one of the fastest guys we've seen. David Gilliland being told to let the 33 Clint Boyer and Joey Logano, the Joe Gibbs 20, in front. Look at Bobby Labonte, and he's stuck behind Brian Keselowski, Andy Lally, David Ruderman, Mark Martin, Ryan Newman, David Gilliland, Joey Logano, and Clint Boyer to get to the 21. And then from the 21 to Regan Smith is the 7, the 6, the 32, 43. Safe to say, this isn't going to be easy. Excuse me. I had to give myself a bit of a stretch, if you know what I mean. Lads, how long will less than 30 laps take? We'll go 30 times 30. 30, 900. "15 minutes left in this race, presumably. So, it's going to be 1 to go. 1 more lap to green. It's going to be green next time by. That's the word I was looking for. Yep, I was right. Green this time by Regan Smith leads. Trevor Bain's got a bit of work to do. Get by some slow cars in time to be able to still slip into the draft with the 78. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars ahead of him. Robbie Gordon, David Reagan, Trevor Bain, and AJ Allmendinger before Regan Smith. Man, Bobby Labonte. He's fast. He's just not that fast. It's going to be 28 to go. 29 to go. 28 to go. No, 29 to go. That's right. It's currently 30 to go. 29 to go. When the green flag comes back out. Here they come. Off of turn 4. Pace car hard left. Smith, Allmendinger, Reagan, Labonte. Here we go. Green flag is back out in Texas. For a downsized field of just 24 cars, 21 of which are on the lead lap, AJ Allmendinger slips by. AJ Allmendinger slips by the 78 of Regan Smith. Bobby Labonte's on that inside. There's David Gilliland. He slips by. Bobby Labonte gets by Trevor Bain. David Gilliland up in fourth, or up in third. Terry Labonte breaking out as much pace as he can in that 32 car. He's looking to challenge for the lead of this race. There's Trevor Bain on the inside of Bobby Labonte. Now that a lot of the field has been taken out, we're going to see a situation like Atlanta where we don't really see a caution. These guys have seen what happens when you play too dangerous. They're going to want to play it safe. They're going to want to keep their cool out on the track. There's David Gilliland in the 34 for front row. Oh, Labonte shuts the door on him. David Reagan almost gets ahead of the 34, but now the 34 out with open air in front of him, except for the 78, who he's going to try to catch. Speaking of people catching, oh my lord, Trevor Bain is now up in 4th place, with Bobby Labonte, 5th place, right behind him. These have been the 2 fastest cars all day. One of them has to crack out a win, because I don't think the 34 has the. He's got a bit of draft. He's got speed, but I think it's gonna be the 21 or the 47. One of these two. As we're seeing Greg Biffle maybe heading down pit road again. Here he goes. He's had the most pit stops all day. See no yellow for him. Yeah, it definitely wasn't him that threw out that one caution. Oh, what did I do? There we go. Sorry. Press the button. No idea what button I pressed, but I pressed the button. Now just 21 to go. But Bobby Labonte slips by Trevor Bayne. They're switching 4th and 5th there, as they want to catch the 6. I think Labonte's got a bit more speed than 21. Hard to say, though, since they're such close in competition. I mean, they're such similar speeds that it's hard to tell which one of them really is faster. Gilliland right up on the 78 now. There's the 47 down the inside of the 6 with the 21 following right behind. They're going to get up to 3rd and 4th. They're both going to gain a position there. As David Gilliland goes down the inside of Regan Smith, he's going to go for the lead. Regan Smith, though, not coming off of it just yet. Who is that? Denny Hamlin. Greg Biffle coming off of pit road for the umpteenth time today. Denny Hamlin is going to be sent wide. Meanwhile, the 38, Travis Bopple, David Gilliland's teammate, is going to hold that entire line of cars up. There we go. As Trevor Bayne uses it to his advantage to get ahead of the 47. Who the 47 just barely gets down in time to stay ahead of the number 6. 38, slowing people down. There's the 78, back down the inside of the 34. This is real racing right here. There's Trevor Bayne up in 3rd, right up their bumpers. Here we go. This is going to be great. Bayne ahead of the 34. Bayne gets past Gilliland. Now Trevor, the rookie, looking to get past Regan Smith. Here they go. Labonte on the inside of Gilliland, Bayne on the inside of Smith. There's Bobby Labonte now, getting up to 3rd. There's Trevor Bayne getting up to 1st properly, getting clear of the 78. Here comes the 47 on the 78's inside. 78 is fast, make no mistake, but he's just not that fast. He cannot fend off this 47 and 21 duo, who they're on different teams. They're on different manufacturers. But they seem to work well together. 14 to go in Texas. 78 still wants to stay on that 47's bumper. Now the 21 in the lead, probably for the rest of this race, if the 47 doesn't do anything about it, but it looks like he will. The draft on this track is really strong because of the speed that these guys are going. Again, pushing 200 miles per hour on an intermediate oval. It's not something you see every day. These three now up right against each other. The 47 trying to take a peek down the inside. And he does take a peek, and he takes it from the 21. Trevor Bayne has had a rough season so far, man. Caught up in a lot of wrecks. Wrong place at the wrong time. He's at the right place, just at the wrong time. In Darlington. And there's David Gilliland back up all in this mess. He's going to side draft the 47, keep him moving slow, then head down to the bottom. Now just 10 to go here in Texas. This is going to be a great finale to this race. I can just feel it. The 78 Regan Smith still fending off wonderfully from the 21. We thought he wasn't that fast, but clearly Furniture Row has given us something special for this weekend in Texas. They held back their developments for Bristol. They knew it would be a crapshoot. Here they are in Texas fighting for a win against Trevor Bayne. He's had the fastest car all season. David Gilliland, the other fastest car. Bobby Labonte just unable to keep up in all that action. Like we said, he's fast, but he's old. And although his experience definitely pays off, his reaction times definitely need work. And when it comes to getting through big packs like that, Labonte just doesn't do well in the long runs. And the 21 gets past the 78 again. 34 now looking to get past him. This is a great race. David Reagan, for some reason, is all up in this. No idea why. Where he came from, I couldn't tell you. But this is a great race here in Texas. Now just 7 to go when he comes to the line. I want to see these two just keep jostling for second place. It's not a good idea. That's just going to slow you down and give the 21 more leverage. You want to go for a win, man. Keep it going. It's going to be 6 to go at the line in Texas. Jeff Burton's looking to slow the 21 down. Give the 78 a chance to catch up. He did slow him down a little bit. Another guy looking to slow him down is Martin Truex Jr. You have to take into account also that a lot of these guys are racing in both this series and the Cup Series. I can name quite a few of them right now. Martin Truex, David Reagan, AJ Allmendinger, Joey Logano. Probably more than I can think of right now. Brad Keselowski, there we go. Brad Keselowski. Denny Hamlin. Kyle Busch. Kevin Harvick doesn't race in there anymore. I think that's it. Jimmy Johnson, too. I think that's actually it. But still, that's a lot of guys who are racing in both of these major series. Here's Regan Smith back up to the 21 car with just 4 to go. Can Regan Smith put it together? We'll see. Labonte gets past Reagan. He gets past Gilliland. David Gilliland. His son Todd races in our Cup Series, so I guess, does that count? Here they go now, just 3 to go in Texas. Can Regan Smith really bring it together? Travis Kvapil, very stringent about keeping his lap. As the 78, oh no! The 78 stays stuck behind the 38. Which means Trevor Bayne now with 2 to go. Now just 1 lap to go in Texas. Looks like the only hope for Trevor Bayne to get beaten today is Bobby Labonte, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Trevor Bayne is finally going to put it together after being beat down week after week. Finally, Trevor Bayne, on race number 6 of the Car of Tomorrow season, is going to come off of turn 4, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but Trevor Bayne wins the I Do But I Won't 400. Or 400. Have I been saying 400 this whole time? I meant the Caution Waves Really 250. I apologize. I've been saying the wrong race name. Got a little too excited about it. Anyway, Trevor Bayne wins the Caution Waves Really 250 in Texas. An unbelievable race here today. Brings a 21 first win of the season. Carl Edwards' dreams shattered of having a 3rd win in a row. Just very unfortunate. There we go. Export. Texas caught. I know. Thank you so much for tuning into HAZCAR. We'll see you sometime soon. The Cup Series. This is really a time squeeze for me. I have to leave my house in like 15 minutes. So, definitely a close one. Thank you for tuning in, though. We'll see you next time. Let's just look at that card real quick. Oh, it's beautiful. I need to screenshot it. Okay, I'm sorry.